What's up, everyone? Long time no talk. I have some pretty big updates since the last time I posted a film roll. I've sold my house and everything in it, and I'm traveling the world indefinitely while I write a few novels that I have backlogged in my brain. And of course, I'm taking a couple of film cameras with me to do portraits of people that I meet all over the world. My first stop on this trip was Colorado, so I could store some of the things that I'm not taking with me. And I shot 2 rolls since I've been here, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. The only cameras that survived the purge were my Nikon SP and my Nikon F4, and these 2 rolls were shot on the SP. I'm also doing a series of long-form interviews with certain people that I meet, and I created a new channel for that, which I'll link in the description. I really have no idea where or how I'm going to develop my film out in the world, but I'll try my best to get them developed as often as possible so I can share them with you. I'm really looking forward to the colors and the different quality of light that I'm going to find, and I'm very excited to share them all with you. Talk again soon. This is the father of the next door neighbor of my brother. I went over there to feed them pizza because this guy's son had just gotten a pizza oven, and I'm a pizza chef. So I saw him sitting there in this light, and I just knew I had to get the shot. And man, do I really love these photos. If you go back through a couple of my old videos, you'll see photos I've done of girls who worked at this one restaurant in this ski town called Pagosa Springs. And this girl is either the 3rd or 4th person who's worked there that I photographed. And man, she was so shocked I even wanted to photograph her, but look how electric she is. I spend a lot of my afternoons since I've been in Colorado in this coffee shop, and this woman was across the store from me doing this exact pose when she was stretching, and then she moved straight into this pose, and I immediately went over to her without hesitation and said, "Could you please just do exactly what you did just then and let me photograph it?" And thankfully she agreed. The exact same thing happened with this old man who was sitting at the table in that same coffee shop, and I was watching him as he talked to his friend sitting next to him, and it was just like the woman. His facial expressions and his skin texture and everything about him was so animated, and I asked if I could have him recreate the poses he had just done. Thankfully, he gave me about 5 minutes until everybody cleared out to do it. I was standing at a stoplight next to this guy, and I was looking at him and thinking, oh, well, he might just be in a character, or maybe he's like part of an Old West thing, and that's why he's dressed this way, so I wasn't really interested. But then I got talking to him and found out that he was the roadie for the Eagles and for Pink Floyd, and we ended up talking for about an hour in that same coffee shop, and he's a really incredible guy. This is the first person who I interviewed on my other channel, which I will put a link to in the description. She is a pastor in the church in this little town called Bayfield, and she gave me about an hour to sit down and talk to her, and I shot these portraits after we were done. And man, it was a really, really open and honest conversation. I'm eternally grateful for her. I was driving along through a country road, and I passed this motel almost in the middle of nowhere, and it said that there was live music happening, so I decided to stop, and there he was sitting right in front of the stage, had the most incredible face I ever saw, and I asked if I could photograph him, and he said, of course. I really, really love this guy. I feel like he was the prize of the trip. This was taken in the same picture as the last guy in a town called Pagosa Springs, and I was just driving along through this little back road. I saw his family sitting on their porch, and it looked like they were having some sort of party, and I just thought, this is the epitome of Americana, just people sitting on their porch with their family, having a barbecue, and I knew I had to get it, and they all said yes, thankfully. I had stopped at the post office to mail off this roll, and there was one frame left on the camera, and I just couldn't sacrifice it, so I set the camera on a tripod and hit the self-timer, and bing, bang, boom, there I am. Anyways, that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or anything that you want to add, and I will get you another roll real soon. Talk to you later.